Gemini, welcome to your reading. So, this month, up until the 20th, we're going to be doing first your astrology and then we're going to move to the cards, okay? So, this energy, all up until the 20th, the new moon, the entire of this Aries, the remaining of the Aries season, it's really encouraging you to go out there. It's really encouraging you to find your tribe. It's really encouraging you to form partnerships, collaborations, communities. What communities are you part of? What new communities do you want to form or can you be a part of, so that you have this innate ability, and you know you guys are gifted. You know how to bring things together, how to bring people together. And wow, of course, the chaos outside speaks volumes about your energy. You guys are really about the buzz. You guys are really about bringing people together. So this month, up until the 20th, you are really being encouraged to go out there to shine. You're going to be like really shining when you go out there in groups or meeting your friends. There would actually be possibilities of um, opportunities coming to you, or you giving people opportunities to build very promising structures, I believe, with this energy. However, after the 20th, the mood is going to turn really inwards. You might, don't be surprised if suddenly you're like all out there and suddenly you're going to just go, behind the scenes. One day that I would really ask you to really circle, it's the 11th April. Um, that is the time when um, Venus moves into Gemini. Venus is the planet of magnetism. For me, that's is your magnetism. So when Venus moves into Gemini, and that's happening in your first house, I would highly recommend you to really put yourself out there. If you want to start something, if you want the focus to be on you, let that be the time, because when Venus moves into Gemini, you are giving all of us the opportunity to be more chatty, to be more interactive, to be part of more communities. So obviously you guys are going to be the initiators. You're going to be the ones who are going to be in that energy the most, and you're going to be super magnetic actually. So really really encircle that date. And after the 20th, okay, also the before that, the full moon that's happening today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching, on 6th, the full moon in Libra, it is happening in your 5th house again. It's a very Venusian time for you guys. Creativity, pleasure, fun things. This is the vibe up until 20th. So have fun. Don't stop yourself from actually doing things for yourself, actually going out, chilling with friends, doing things, joining an art class, doing pursuing your hobbies, just really sweet fun things. Like that is the vibe for you, even when the whole world is low-key burning down for the first half of the month, when you guys are like really social and really chatty and really like magnetic and beautiful. And actually, you know what, don't stop yourself from really soaking into that energy. Even if you feel other people are not in that mood, maybe you might actually be of support to them. You might actually bring to them that very relaxing, very uh, that vibe, to kind of like allow them to, for at least few minutes, few hours, forget about the day and have fun with you guys. I feel like you guys are really gonna bring a lot of fun to the collective, some relief, some sound of like laughter, lightheartedness for the up until the 20th. After 20th, the eclipse, um, like I really would say, even this eclipse is going to bring you this new moon, which is going to happen on 20th. It's going to bring you many opportunities before that, and many aha moments. Like eclipse are going to bring aha moments for everyone. For you specifically, in your connection to the community, you are building a community or you're a part of a community, and your role is like significant. So how are you going to like really emphasize on that energy and let the world know that your contribution is super important? Okay, you're bringing in the crowd. You're the crowd bringer. There's a word for that, what the PR people do, they bring all people. to the parties. I don't have that word, but you get the vibe. That's your vibe up until the 20th. That's your vibe actually forever. But yeah, after 20th, um, the sun moves into Taurus. Mercury's already moved into Taurus. Um, your North Node is also right now in Taurus. Um Not your North Node for all of us, but for you, it's happening all in the 12th house. So the mood is definitely gonna turn very inwards. You would be really reflecting on your life choices after 20th, because it seems to me perhaps the eclipse highlights something, brings into focus something, which gets you to go inwards, which gets you to really think and really reflect. um, it could be about your finances, it could be about um, your structures in life, or where are you going. The North Node can really bring you questions around your destiny, your purpose, your path. Where are you heading, Geminis? That's a question which is really gonna like come to you after 20th or on 20th, and that's how you're gonna enjoy this the rest of the month after 20th. Mercury goes Taurus again, so again some delays might happen for you, some communication miscommunication may happen, but know that all these chaotic events on the outside, they have a very deep spiritual answer. So you can try to put all your energy out there to fix things in the world, but know that this is just another way of the spirit speaking to you, the God speaking to you, or the universe speaking to you. So yeah, you can spend time trying to fix things, but actually the real answer would come to you when you're going to sit by yourself, journal, or talk to yourself, or talk to a friend, or let the universe speak to you, let sit in meditation and listen. Like after 20th, I would really advise you to get more reflective, to slow down, because you've been so much out there in the first half. Like really like slow down, retreat, see if you can have a 10-day retreat sort of a thing, and just like be in this low-key space where you can receive more from the universe, because the universe would be actually having a lot to tell you, to give you messages, and also a time to integrate all the wisdom that you have gathered from this first few days of the month. Actually not few days, almost like most of the month. So that's astrology for you. Let's move on to our cards. I love how my energy just shifts when I'm doing different signs. I mean, the speed at which I just rambled, wow, that's so Gemini. And when I was doing the Taurus reading yesterday, I was just so slow, so pensive, so reflective. And with you guys, it's just like, it's gonna happen and that's gonna happen, and so you guys are chatty. You guys love a good chat. And actually I'm a Virgo rising, so I kind of like get that, because we both are ruled by Mercury, and I love to talk as well, which is why I have this channel. There are days when I just feel a lot and I don't know what to do with that energy, and so I come on YouTube and I'm just like, okay, what's happening with Gemini? Why are you guys like not ready to come out? Where are you hiding, guys? It's 11th house party. Why are you hiding? The full moon is really asking you to embrace and to celebrate your creativity. If you have resistance to come out, be out there in the world, speak to your inner child. What does your inner child want to know? What does your inner child want from you, so that you can feel safe and share your creativity with the world. Because you do have kids. It's not like you don't have kids. I also feel like the North Node in your 12th house in Taurus, it is bringing you really things which can really pull you up towards your destiny, towards your highest purpose and path, if you allow them to. Because you are holding back and you're afraid. There are certain things which scare you. There are certain things which scare you. And you don't like to talk about your fears so much, don't you? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Because this is the time for you to come out. And if you haven't been doing that, it's because you're afraid how people might perceive you. But the thing is that when you are in this energy, when you are afraid, you're actually stuck. You are actually stuck. And when you're actually stuck, the opportunities, the fire, the queen cannot reach out to you. Because you're hiding. Because when you're supposed to be out there, you are sitting in your cave. And why are you sitting in your cave? When a Gemini is in their cave, something has gone really wrong. What is it? What are you afraid of? Is it money? Is it people, competition? Is it that insecurity? Is it the fear of losing something, someone? I feel big inner child healing coming through for you. Because you see, the thing is, when you are in fear, and if you just look at this card, there's nothing to be afraid of. But this woman, or the man, whoever it is, I think it's a woman, there are blind foes, and they can't see that actually these swords are not pointing at them, and actually if they want, they can free themselves. But there's the blindfold, which for me is like an illusion that you are trapped. So you're not actually trapped, but you think that you are trapped, and that keeps you trapped. You have big dreams and you are going somewhere and your destiny is calling you. Okay, we all know this. You're looking out and you're like, I know there is a dream. I know I'm being called towards it. I know I need to walk towards it. But then all this anxiety, all this fear, all this illusion shows up, and you have a really tough time taming your anger, taming that ego. You have a really tough time calming down your inner child. I would highly suggest you to do a self-soothing practice. Click on the free meditations down below and go to my meditations on Insight Timer and do a practice on self-soothing. Because the inner child, he or she is hurt right now. They want to come out. They want to play. They're tired. They are tired of being trapped. They want to have fun. Because I feel like even though when you guys are in groups and circles and communities, and your life seems like you're the chill dude or girl out there, it's like a lot of stuff is keeping you separate from truly connecting with these people or with this tribe, because you're afraid. Okay? And what are you afraid of? So when we deal with inner child, when we deal with the inner child, we can't help but talk about reparenting. We cannot help but not think about the caregivers, the parents who raised us. And there can be a tonality of somebody who probably didn't see you for who you are, or probably saw your effervescence or your liveliness is too much. Or there could have been people in your past who said, don't be extra, you're speaking too much, you're being too much. Or someone who's really cold and someone who could have really shut you down. This month you get to see who it was, who it is, and why are you even listening to them even till date? Why do you think that they were right? Why do you think you are too much? This is you. Interaction breeds intelligence. Probably this Queen of Swords in your life didn't know that. And we can forgive them. So the question is, can you forgive them? For not seeing you for who you really are, for not seeing your intelligence, for not seeing your brilliance, for not seeing your charisma. Can you forgive them? Now that you see that if I do not, if I let go of the projections of this Queen of Swords, I can finally see that actually I am a very social person, that I'm actually really good with relationships, that I'm actually really freaking good with connections, with connecting with people. I am actually a people's person. Maybe people don't annoy me that much, as much as I thought they would. Maybe I have a thing to start a party anytime, anywhere. And people actually like it. Like, people actually like me. Do you guys know people like you? All these gifts, all these revelations can only come to you when you give yourself the time to reflect, to slow down, to listen to Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces right now, and it's going to be here for the next 2.5 years. And that is your, I believe, 10th house. There's going to be big focus on your work for the next 2.5 years. Big focus. You have the opportunity to really shine and to be recognized for your great contribution and for your light and for your gifts. But how can you be really seen and really recognized until and unless you recognize yourself? Unless you really let go of the projections of the Queen of Swords, which you've been carrying for I don't know how many decades, years, and see that, oh my god, I'm actually gifted. Oh my god, this is actually a gift. Oh my god, my attraction breeds intelligence. I'm actually intelligent. Oh, all these gifts of the Gemini. they they can really get you to places the next 2.5 years. If you stop running, you stop running and you start listening, that's when you start receiving. That's when you start seeing opportunities. That's when you start seeing people. That's when you start seeing yourself. But you need to stop resisting this growth that is happening right now. You need to start, like, slow down a little bit. I know that Gemini energy wants to run, and sometimes you guys can just run in the opposite direction, but just stay and just talk to a Taurus friend of yours if you have, and learn from them how to be slow, cause, and maybe teach them how to run a bit. Because all these transits in Taurus, they're gonna really slow you down, ask you to really slow down, so that you can really deal with this thing that is like really stopping you, keeping you small, and really allow you to go move forward where you're meant to. So that's for it. I really hope this supports and this brings you what you've been looking for. And if nothing, then you at least start facing your fears. Because even if facing your fears doesn't get you the highest public recognition, which actually it can, but just in case, it still needs to happen, because you've been spending a lot of time, and you've spent a lot of the time in your life being scared, being anxious, and that is, I also feel, taking a toll on your health. And you will see it in quite some time, actually. But you need to stop being scared. You need to reset that nervous system. You need to calm, practice some breathing exercises, practice restorative yoga. How can you be more still and be more slow, because your nervous system needs it, and you're like pretty scared. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence so much. And if you want to check out one-on-one sessions, all the links down below. And if you're interested to learn, to gather, to practice more healing resources, courses, workshops, meditations, EFTs, I'm an MG. I'm like you guys. I do all the things. My MC, my 10th house is Gemini. That's literally what I do for work. I gather resources from all the places, and I have put them together inside my membership jewel. So if that's something which calls you, the link is down below. And who knows? I might actually see you next month again. Take care and have a beautiful month ahead.